So here we've got a 2018 Razor 1000 XP. It's a new unit to us, and we're just going to check it over and show you guys what we find, essentially what you can look for. So really the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to take and we're going to jack up either end of the vehicle, whichever end you're on. Currently we're under the back, so let's start here. You really just want to go high enough so you can get the tires off the ground so you can rotate them freely. And then you're going to grab top and bottom and you're going to check for any sort of play. I don't know if you can hear that, but there's a little bit of a clunk in this one. We've got a little bit forward to backward and a little bit top and bottom, which is going to tell me that it's most likely a wheel bearing. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. And you see how much play this side has? This one is most definitely going to be wheel bearing or possibly hub issues. But you'll know the deeper you dig into it. And then while you're here, you're going to take and rotate your tire around and check your axle boots for any signs of grease, leaking, or tears. We don't see any at the top or at the bottom on either side. Then while you've got the back of the machine in the air, I've already gone through and taken the belt cover off. It's always good to go through and check your belt. Make sure that's in good condition. And what we're doing here is we're looking for any hot spots or thin spots in the belt where it's lost width this way. That's going to show you whether or not the belt has been slipped excessively. And I'm not seeing anything except this one spot right here. I don't know if you can see that little half moon horseshoe right there, but that appears to be a sign of delamination in the belt. That is bad. They're assembled in layers, and what's essentially happening is one of those layers is coming apart. So I'm going to reach right in here with the tool to spread the secondary sheave, and then grab the top of the belt here and roll it right through. And if you roll that over, it's doing the same thing in here. So that's going to tell us that this belt is on its way out. And then while you've got the belt off, you're going to want to take and just quickly inspect the faces of your primary and secondary clutch. And you're looking for any seriously deep grooves or anything that looks like a crack or chunks taken out. Basically anything that could either cause belt damage or cause the primary to fail. You're just going to want to check and make sure. I've been seeing a lot of them missing spark arresters. And spark arresters are actually important in the state of Vermont. If you're missing one, you can be ticketed for it. And the fine, last I knew, was fairly large. Also, nobody wants to start a forest fire. And then you'll go around to the front of the machine, and I like to jack it up from the center around the two differential bolts. Then you're going to do the same thing we did on the front. Just jack it up so they're free. You're going to check top and bottom for any play. And then you're going to do the same thing with your axle boots. And you can probably see that we've got a weird twist in this one, which is actually kind of normal. If something was to have hit this clamp and stopped it, it would allow this boot to potentially twist. So that's not necessarily a bad sign. What we're really looking for is potential leaks where water could have gotten into the joint. And I'm not seeing any tears or anything like that. So while you've got the front of the machine in the air, you're going to want to check around your axles for any signs of oil or dirt clinging to the differential that could potentially indicate an oil leak. And you're going to want to reach in and check your U-joints for any side-to-side play or there's nothing there. So the other thing we typically cover is a lot of our machines come in with accessories. This one came in with some aftermarket rock lights and some sound system stuff. And we want to check and make sure that all of that's going to function properly, just so, you know, everything's ready to go for you when it hits the trails. So this has been Sean with Wilkins Power Sports. You got any questions? You like this unit, like any of the other stuff that we've got here? Feel free, give us a call. Got any further questions? 802-476-6104.